Hello, and welcome to Total Mage. So today in the news about Anthem, a story popped up over at Forbes, and Forbes tends to be, in my opinion, very balanced when it comes to recording things about video games, about things that they say about reporting on video games. Because they're interested in the market, they're interested in investment, and they're not interested in the minutia of whether or not this game has this SJW theme or this game has this toxic masculinity presence. What they're interested in is a game going to be successful? How profitable is it going to be? What video game developers are being profitable? What video game developers are being successful? And what publishing houses are doing to be successful and which ones aren't? Because Forbes is all directed at people that want to invest. So I tend to take the things that they say with a little more grain of salt. Obviously, I try to have my own perspective on things, but I tend to respect things that comes out of Forbes a little more. So Forbes published this article in the last couple hours, about 5 hours ago. Paul Tassi, I apologize if I mispronounced your name, Paul. You seem like a nice guy. You got a wonderful picture there. You look good looking dude. Titled Anthem's waning player base is starting to create matchmaking problems. And this just reinforces the statement that I made yesterday about Anthem has 6 months. 6 months and it's over. BioWare's whatever. So to read through the article here, Anthem is currently in limbo with BioWare pushing back a number of its roadmap objectives while simultaneously trying to fix what currently ails the game. When you say a number of roadmap objectives, I'm just going to insert there almost all roadmap objectives. Since players don't know when fixes are coming, interest in the game appears to be tapering off at an increased pace. So they sold the game. They didn't sell anywhere near as many copies as they wanted to. The player base started to diminish, as it does with every game. Early adoption, everyone wants to play it, and then you have your core constituents of people that want to stay and play the game. So we're over 60 days out from when it launched. The reality is that those people, the fair weathers, have already left. So what's happening now in this 60 days? This is part of the core constituents of gamers that want to play Anthem are beginning to leave, and they're leaving at an increasing pace. To continue the article, and that's starting to come with a few noticeable issues for players that remain. Anthem prides itself in having matchmaking for every activity, but because of the dwindling player base, the limited breadth of the content, and the farming efficiency of that content, things are now starting to be in rough shape. It goes over issues that it has where people are not getting higher difficulty, especially there's not enough people, so they're dropping people into high difficulty things without players. And honestly, like this thing, you load into missions without a full team and then not add any more people as you play. If that was happening, for argument's sake, let's just say if that was happening on retail World of Warcraft right now, everyone would know and everyone would accept the fact that World of Warcraft is done. That's it. It's done. When you can't put a 5-man team together to do a group, your game is no longer viable. Which doesn't make any sense. Why isn't BioWare just saying, you know what, it takes 40 minutes to get a match? Instead of, well, we can't match people quick enough. We don't want them upset. They're waiting too long in the queue. So we'll just put them in without a team. Well, then why are they even matching? Also, some structural issues with some of the new content that was released. It's obvious that if you just run the easier Stronghold tier, you can do it in 2, 3, 4 times the amount. 2, 3, 4 times in repetition to the one time that you can do it on a hardest difficulty, ensuring more loot. And that's what this game is all about: loot. So why would people do that? It's just it's somebody over at BioWare's not doing the math. They're not doing the math. So to continue with the article, additionally, with what rewards are set up, everyone is focused solely on the most efficient way to farm legendaries, i.e. only the loot matters. And that would be speedruns of GM1, Heart of Rage, a single stronghold. As a result, all of their activities, legendary missions, contracts, other strongholds, and free-to-play all suffer at all difficulties because there's only one mission worth running. Combine that with a dwindling player base, and this is why you start seeing matchmaking trouble in various areas of the game on different platforms. Which is, maybe this is what they're going to try to fix tomorrow when they take the servers down for 5 hours. We don't know. They haven't released patch notes on what they're doing. I will postulate that the last time they did a large patch, I believe they were trying to lay framework for additional things to come, and they were trying to fix some bugs, and they ended up like breaking PlayStation 4s. In essence, and they had to roll the patch back. So I imagine what's happening, you know, somebody's hinted maybe there'll be more content, and there's not going to be more content when they take the servers down tomorrow. Or if there is, it's going to be minuscule and limited. What they're going to do tomorrow is they're going to try to fix some of the systemic issues that they have, and they're going to try to insert some of the framework that they need to progress the game farther down the road. He goes on to say, you know, I'm not trying to kick Anthem when it's down. He makes some comparisons to the Division. In all reality, this article is just one more drop in the bucket. And at some point, my video and Forbes and Games Radar and all the people that are reporting and talking about it and tweeting it and leaving the game, all these drops are gonna add into the bucket, to the bucket overflowing. And when the bucket starts overflowing, then EA is gonna pull the plug on BioWare. And it's just it. It's super sad. It's sad to see, but we've seen it happen many times before with EA. And this is ultimately, this is a company, BioWare is a company that is on it's having its death rattle right now. And it's really sad to watch. You know, I have videos going back from last year talking about awesome BioWare games that I played that I wish they would make more of in that genre. And it's really, really sad to see this happen. It's sad to see such a talented, amazing, innovative studio being destroyed. And you know, ultimately, this, as a gamer, this isn't what I want. I want good people and good things to flourish, and I don't want to see wonderful things destroyed. It's sad. So that's about all I have for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And as always, I will see you next time.